Sentai has had a bunch of different power-ups throughout the years, and today I'm going to rank them all in this video. And before I start, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you want me to rank next. Starting off with the very first power-up from Dynaman, and it's Dyna Black. And again, he got most of the focus during Dynaman, with the whole ninja thing, so that's also really cool. But yeah, this power-up, I think it's okay. I mean, it's the first, so what else can I say? But I am going to put it in A. Next up, we have 5-Man. This is the first team power-up, and I absolutely love this. I still will never forget the first time I seen this, and it just looks amazing. It blew me away, truthfully. It's simple, but it's also really effective. It just adds on to the suit, so I really do love this. And for all of that, I'm putting it in S. Next, we have the Gekiranger power-up. And yeah, this is only given to Geki just because of everything with him and Burai. You guys are going to find out later off that I really don't really like when the power-ups are only given up to red, except for a couple exceptions. But I mean, I guess for the story it makes sense, but for that I'll just give this one an okay. Next we have the Magiranger power-up, and again, this is another one of those things where it's just, I mean, it's just an armor plate. Again, it's just okay to me, nothing really changed for it. But now next we have Super Mega Pink, and I'm kind of adding this just as a joke just because I really want to talk about Miku. Again, one of my favorite characters out of Magiranger. Again, watch Magiranger, it's a really good show. But yeah, I mean, I'm being for real, but I am putting this one in A just because, again, I like the gold change and everything like that. And it was just a really cool power-up. Next, we have the power-up for Giga Man. And again, this is cool. It's nothing really crazy to me. Again, I like it, but then I also really don't like it. It doesn't really, again, it doesn't add anything. I really like when power-ups add on to the suit, but it is cool that the whole team got something. But overall, I kind of do just think it's just, it needs to be in the B tier. Next, we have the Hurricane Red power-up from the 20th anniversary. And when I first seen this, I was in love with it. And seeing it even move in action, I still liked it. But it just never really left any lasting impacts for me. Again, I love the movie. I love Hurricaneger. It's actually one of my favorite shows. But again, I just think this power-up is just okay. And now for Abaranger, again, there's two just because we got one in the show and one for the 20th anniversary. And again, the one in the show, I absolutely love. Abare Max is one of my favorite power-ups, truthfully. I just love the way it just looks. Again, it adds on. Again, something I'm probably going to say a lot in this video. Again, I really do love it, and for that, I'm putting it in A. And now next, we have a power-up, again, that I'm not such a big fan of. It does add on to the helmet, but the actual just suit, I just don't, I don't know. It's just something about the armor I just don't get it, truthfully. And for that, I'm putting it in A. Next, we have Dekaranger. And squat mode is one of my favorite power-ups. Again, it's the whole team, and it's even get used during the 10-year anniversary, so that was pretty cool. But then also just, again, I love these team power-ups. Again, Dekaranger is also a really good season. But yeah, I do still feel like they need a little bit more, but these are just going in A. But now next we have Premier Deca Red, and ever since I first saw this suit, I fell in love with it. Again, the colors, everything about it, the actual armor they built for this suit, one of my favorites. Of course, this is going in S. I mean, look at it. And now next we have the Magiranger power-up. And again, it's amazing what it does to these suits. And I already love the Magiranger suits, but seeing this, it just, oh, it's amazing. Not even to mention the insert song for this, for these power-ups is amazing. And again, seeing these suits are just, I mean, like truthfully amazing what it does to everybody. And again, we really need more team power-ups. I hate to say they're not really that big of a thing anymore, but again, love this. Of course, it's going in S. And now next we have the Boukenger power-up. And again, I love how, you know, it's one of those power-ups that can kind of be passed around to the whole team. And, you know, later off, you know, when it's a focus episode for a character, they'll get this power-up and everything like that. But overall, again, it's just the vest. And I don't really like that. Overall, I just think it's just mid. Next, we have the Gekiranger Power-up, and again, this is honestly one of the best power-ups I think in all of Sentai, truthfully. Again, what it does to the suits is just crazy to me. Again, like, Gekiranger, they're really basic suits, and this power-up just, again, not even to mention with those episodes, but yeah, this is, again, one of the best power-ups I think ever. So, of course, this is going into S. Next, we have Shinkenger, and again, it's the same thing with Boukenger, where it's just a power-up that kind of gets passed around, and this is also going to become a trend. And again, I really do love this. Again, it's one of the most sleekest, power-ups ever. Again, and the design, everything about it literally looks good with every single character. So that's really cool. We also get a bunch of different alternate versions later off. So that's also really cool. But yeah, I'm just going to put this one in A. Next, we have Goseiger, and again, I really hate doing this just because, again, this is one of my favorite seasons in Sentai. It was one of my first, and again, I love the Goseiger suits, but with this armor, I don't think it was necessary, or they could have just did something else. Again, this really hurts me to put it here, but I do think it's just kind of mid. Next, we have the Gokaigers, and again, the first, okay, again, this is going to be a little bit weird how I'm going to do this, but first, when it's the individual just parts, again, I don't really like it. I think Marvelous is the only one that it kind of looks good. Again, I don't really like just the individual parts. Again, I get it because of the mecha and all that, but I just don't really like it when it's on its own. It's not bad though, so I'm just going to put it in okay. But now next, when it's all combined and Marvelous has it, I do think this is a really good power-up. A little clunky, but I do really like it, so I'm just going to put it in A. And now next, we have Gold Mode for Gokai Silver. Again, instantly fell in love with this after I seen it. Again, the whole thing with the build-up for it, even though it was just an episode, was really cool. I do feel like it's a little overused, but again, it's such a good just power up and everything like that. I really can't complain about it, and I'm going to put it in A. So yeah, next we have the Gobusters, and again, a team power up. And again, this is especially just, again, I know it's just armors, but it adds so much, and especially with the whole theme of Gobusters, with everything they had going, this is just an amazing power up, and I really do love this. I really do. I love this power up, and for that, I'm putting it in S. I do think it's one of the best. Next, we have Carnival for Kyoryuger, and again, this is, there was a good little point where Sentai was just going crazy, even though I know the Gokaiger one came in 10 years later. But again, the Kyoryuger power up, again, Carnival is amazing. Seriously love the way it looks. Love, again, kind of like the Gokaiger thing, how even though this is way before the whole thing with the mecha and everything like that, how, you can get power-ups from the other team members. I always thought that was really cool. But again, I love it, but I wish it kind of incorporated a little bit more of the team aspect. But again, it still really is a really good one, so I'm putting it in A. All right, next we have the Tokuger one, and again, I think it's all right. Again, it's really cool. I really do feel like it shined its best during the strongest battle with Tokyu, Gogo, and everything like that. Other than that, it's, again, I think it's just an okay power up, but we did get this, so that was really cool. All right, next we have Ninja, and again, one of my favorite power-ups. My only real complaint is I feel like it does look the best with red. Again, that's another thing I really don't know how I feel about with, again, if we get a power-up that can kind of be shared, that, again, if it looks good on everybody, that's cool, like with Shinkenger, but for this, it's like, it mainly just looks good on red. It mainly was a red power-up, truthfully. I did like the little joke thing that Fuka did with it, and I really wish we saw Pink use it at least once, but it's overall just okay. Again, I do wish it looked a little bit better, but again, it still is one of my favorites, so maybe this is a little bit of a bias, but I am going to still put it in A because it is really good. Next, we have Ryusoulger, and again, one of the best suits in Sentai. I mean, seriously, I like the episode too, just because again, it kind of, it brought in the Gokaigers for the 2000 episode of Sentai in general, so that was really cool. And again, this form afterwards is just, amazing. What is there not to like about this form, and everything like that? I am just going to put it up in A though. And now next we have one of the worst in my opinion. Again, it's not that it is bad. It's not bad, but it's I really don't like saying that. But again, I don't really know what they were thinking with just combining all of Red's power-ups and everything like that. But okay, it is a choice. I'm just gonna put this in eh. And now next we have the Qranger Power-up. And again, I know I said, again, I love team power-ups and I don't really like when it's just the red, but Orion, this suit, I still will never forget the first time I seen the first introduction for this suit. My mind was blown. I love this. Look at it. It seriously is. It still leaves me speechless to this day. Just such an amazing suit. Of course, this one's going in S. And now next we have the Lupinranger and Abaranger Power-up. Again, for the most part, Lupinranger and Abaranger, they just kind of got like ornaments for their power-ups. Again, but the main one, I think they're, again, I love Lupinranger versus Abaranger, but the power-ups and everything like that weren't the best. But they also, the story was made up for everything else. But yeah, just for that, I'm just kind of going to just put it in mid. I do like how the top hats, I do like how the little dials look like top hats for the Lupin one, but I'm kind of good off of that. And now next we have the Ryusoulger Power-up. And again, it's one of those things where it's just red. Again, this is one of the best suits. It probably is the best suit in Ryusoulger. Again, I love Goseiger, but again, love this suit. But then also, I guess it kind of just leaves a sour taste in my mouth with how the suit was obtained with literally, Goseiger. Well, no spoilers, but Goseiger, everything with him, and then all this happens. We get a cool suit out of it, but it's also like, I wish we just got a little bit more Goseiger overall. But yeah, I'm still going to put it in A because, again, it is an amazing suit. And now next we have the Kiramager's Power-up. And I don't like it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, again, I know Kiramager is a good show, but this Power-up, again, I'm just not a big fan of just a chess piece. It's cool that the whole team got it, but then also, again, I know the time and everything like that, but I don't really like it, so I'm just going to put it in eh. But now next we have Super Zenkaiger, and truly one of my, again, it's up there for me, especially in the Reiwa just power-ups and everything like that. Again, it's cool with the whole bond with Zenkaiger and Juran, so that was really cool. Again, it's just straight up just a Dragon Ranger power-up, so of course I'm gonna like it. Yeah, and everything like that. And also, I think it's also really cool that, like, Kaito, he kind of got to be a little bit like a mecha in a sense and everything like that, so that's really cool with the rest of the team just being Kikanoids. But yeah, I'm really feeling about just putting this suit in A, just because, again, I like it. But again, it would have been a little bit cool if somehow the teams got, just something. And now we have Super Kaiser, and again, it's a really good suit. It's two of my favorite seasons. I guess they're kind of getting shown off here with Gokaiger and Time Ranger and everything like that. Really cool suit, everything like that. Really can't complain about it. It's okay though. Like, again, I love the transformation and everything like that. Really wish Stacy got something with Abaranger, but I guess it's whatever now. Maybe we'll see something in the next 5 or 10 years. Who knows? But again, Again, it's just a chest piece. It's a little bit with the, I mean, the helmet changes a little bit and we get a cape. But again, I just think it's overall just okay. And now it's time for me to sound like a hypocrite. But now getting off to the Donbrothers Power-up. And again, I know it's mainly for red, but we do see yellow and gold use it. So that was pretty cool. Again, I love what it does for the helmet. I love this power-up and everything like that. I love the significance of it later off in the season. But such a good power-up. And again, Don Momotaro is just one of my favorite reds in Sentai. Of course, I just love it. Again, would have been cool if everybody else got something, but then also just the show of Donbrothers, I mean, it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I'm just going to put this one in A. And now next we have the King-Ohger Power-up. And I mean, look at it. It's just magnificent. I really do just love this power-up. It's one of my favorites. Definitely, probably... I mean, it's definitely up there for the Reiwa power-ups. Might be my favorite out of Reiwa just because, I mean, just look at it. Again, really do love this form. Again, just look at it. I mean, there's really not much for me to really say. Of course, I'm putting this one in S. And now next, again, I know it's pretty much the same thing, just a little bit of repaint. And I do like the fact that, like, it's kind of like it's kind of like a callback to Qranger with, you know, the brothers getting power-ups and everything like that. I mean, if you want to say that. But I don't like the Raculus version. I really don't. Again, I love Raculus, but I don't like the grays in this. I don't like the white on the helmet. I don't really like this power-up on him. I'm just kind of going to put it in okay because I do think it's just okay. But yeah, I know a lot of people love it, but I don't like the color separation. And now for 3, we have I don't even know if I even want to count this, but I'm just kind of going to bring it up. The power-up that the team gets, it's just CGI. It's cool, in a sense, because, I mean, we saw it in the intro first, but, I mean, I guess it's cool. Wish they did a little bit more with King-Ohger, truthfully. I mean, they already did a lot, but, again, I really wish we saw something else, well, something more with the team power-up. Again, I'm not a big fan of it. It was cool, though, but I'm just going to put it in eh. Now, next, we have the most recent power-up with Boon Red, the 119, and this power-up is amazing. I already love the Boonboomger suits, but this is, I mean, it really just blew me away when I first seen this. I love everything with it. I don't know why, but the gun kind of reminds me of Time Red. Not Time Red, Time Fire. Same thing with the overall just suit aesthetic. Again, I love Time Ranger. It literally is my favorite season of Sentai. But again, looking at this suit, I just love it. I mean, again, I know it's just a red power-up, but I mean, we're still so early off with Boonboomger that, I mean, you don't know what can happen now. But again, I really do love this suit. I love what it does with the helmet. I love what it does to his actual suit and the whole backstory with it. So yeah, that's really cool. And for that, I'm putting this one in S because, again, I love it. But yeah, this is how I would rank all the Sentai suits. Let me know how you guys would rank them in the comments and everything like that. Again, I really do love this video. I love doing videos like this. There's a lot more videos coming soon. So with all that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And your Sentai Guide, signing out.